you doing? How you doing? Come on in. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Thank you so much. I appreciate it very kindly. How's everybody's Sunday going? I'm just up here making a quick, easy meal for the kiddos. They're not home right now, but when they get home from work and from wherever else the other one is, he's actually spent the night with his friends, hanging out with his buddies all night. So when they get home, while I'm at work, they will have a meal prepared for when they come home. And I'm just making just spaghetti and spaghetti, garlic bread, and catfish. So that's what's for dinner this Sunday. You said my day is good. How about you? Oh, I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing wonderful. I didn't feel too well this morning. My stomach was giving me some issues. Nothing gross. Just, stomach pains. So I was kind of like laid up this morning. And then I figured I'd get up and try to make my way into the kitchen and make something for the kids before I go to work. So I'm working off of Tylenol right now and some rest. So hopefully I'll feel much better before I go to work. But right now my side still hurts. I don't know. Maybe I could have slept wrong or something. That could be it. But I'm just cutting up a few vegetables right here. Some onions and green peppers to go into my meat for my spaghetti. So I'm just doing a half a green pepper, and I'm gonna do a half of an onion. Let me move that out the way. But how's everybody else's day? What's on your menu today? Anybody else at home cooking, or are you out wining and dining, or do you have dinner plans tonight? What's going on? Oh, and everybody who's in the chat, who's watching, come on out them bushes. I don't bite. And no, I'm not baking cakes. I'm not decorating cakes live today. I did that Friday night. So if any of y'all missed my live cake decorating video that I did Friday night, because most of y'all know I'm a custom personal cake decorator. And a few times every month, if not more than that, but at least a few times every month, I'll go live decorating a cake. And the one I did Friday was a kind of a mixture between a Winnie the Pooh and a All About the Bees thing. So it had the Winnie the Pooh honey pot that I made from Rice Krispie treats. And y'all saw me trying to put that thing together. I was like, you guys actually get to see me. And like I said, I'm a freestyle cake decorator. So if people don't tell me exactly what they want, I just, put stuff together. Just checking the temperature on my grease for my catfish. But y'all saw me. I said, okay, y'all, this is going to be a first for both of us, because I am going to make a honey pot out of Rice Krispie treats to go on top of the cake to be the second tier of the cake. And I've never done it before, so I did it in front of y'all. Y'all saw me trying to work with that Rice Krispie treats. But it turned out great. I switched the hey, is that China Doll? Hey, China Doll, boo, how you doing? How you doing? But the video I did Friday night of the cake decorating, I put the finished cake picture on the thumbnail for those of y'all who didn't see the finished product, and also on my Tanya's Delights Slice by Slice Facebook page, I posted the picture as well on there. So that Facebook page is where you can see all my cake work, my cake art that I've ever done from the very beginning when I was a amateur. Yes, I have amateur pictures on there. No shame. No shame. It's all about growth, right? Just like on YouTube, I have all my, first videos that I've ever done on YouTube still on here when I was scared to go live in front of everybody. Hey, thank you, China Down. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's just a Sunday. I've been laying around all day because I wasn't feeling good. And I was like, let me get my butt up and get in this kitchen and try to put something together for the kiddos before they get home. But, yep, the cake turned out great. The lady who ordered it for her son and his girlfriend's baby shower, she was like, my son loved it, and he said we're gonna hit you up for all their birthdays and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of exciting, because a lot of times, when we do things, it's all about how we come across. First impression is everything, including YouTube. First impression is everything. So even though I've been doing cake decorating for years, I try to treat every dessert as if it's my only customer that I have, as if they are the only one that's keeping me alive. So yeah, they loved it. They liked it. They tagged me in all the pics and tagged me in the video. So again, if you want to check out the cake that I was decorating live Friday night, you can either go to that video and look at the thumbnail, which is probably a really small picture, but if you go to my Tanya's Delights Slice by Slice Facebook page, you can see a bigger picture of it. But let me throw this in my burger meat, my hamburger, my beef, and I'll be right back. And the grease is hot. So I'm going to throw some of this fish on up in here. Throw some of these big old catfish. I got some big old catfish. Let me show y'all. I put it on the thumbnail, but I want you to see these nice, juicy fillet of fish. Ain't they big and nice and plump? And yes. Yes, 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 yes. I'm about to throw these in the meal. Throw a few of them in the meal so they can start cooking. I got the hamburger meat on with my vegetables. Yes. Come on through, catfish. I got 7 fillets. I actually asked the man for 6, but we were so busy talking about food and stuff, the man behind the meat counter, that I didn't realize he gave me 7. But that's cool. Okay, let me wash my hands. Gotta wash my hands. Cleanliness is godliness. Here I come. Okay, the fish is on, the hamburger is on. So, now again, what's up with everybody today? What y'all want to talk about? I got a good What is it, 2:20? I got a good hour and 15 minutes. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. That was my son. That was my baby. He just getting home. You said that cake. Oh, hey, silly mommy. I didn't see you came in. You said that cake was nice, huh? You did a wonderful job. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Matter of fact, let me go to it so people who haven't seen it yet. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up on my screen. Oh, it's smelling good up in here. Child. It's smelling good up in here. But one thing I like about cake decorating, um, is the fact that sometimes, like I said, when people ask me to do stuff, even if I never done it before, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna figure it out how to put it together. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull it up. Uh, choo choo choo. Okay, here we go. Can y'all see that? Is it big enough? Let me see if I can make it bigger. Oop, oop, oop. I'm moving it out the screen. Okay. Wrong one. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. My mouse grabbed the wrong thing. Okay. Now here we go. Okay. Okay, that's big, right? That's big enough. Okay, yep, that's a picture. That's the finished product of the cake that I made. Now I did this one again, I did it live. Uh-oh. Hold up. My mouse is just grabbing all the wrong stuff. Okay, here we go. That is a picture of the cake that I did Friday Night Live. And that honey pot right there, that is actually what I made with Rice Krispie treats. Whoever was watching me Friday saw me make that. And I kept saying, just went to grab a fork for the fish. But I kept saying when I was making that honey pot Friday night, while y'all was watching me live, I was like, I ain't never done this before, child. I ain't never done this before. And I figured, since the customer said they didn't need a whole lot of cake, I was like, well, I'll make you a a 12-inch round, 2-layer cake. That's 2 layers. It's about 2 inches per layer. The green part of the cake, that's a 2-layer cake. And I figured 12-inch round, that should be pretty good since they said they only got like probably 30 people, you know, and plus she ordered cupcakes. She ordered 24 cupcakes from me too. So, you know, that's a pretty nice amount for that size party, about 30 some people. And I figured, well, since you don't need that much cake, instead of the second tier of the cake being a honey pot made out of cake, I decided to use Rice Krispie treats to make the honey pot. And again, you guys saw me make that last night. I mean, not last night, but Friday. And I was on here like, oh my God, I ain't never done this before. Made a honey pot out of Rice Krispie treats. But as you can see, it turned out pretty well. And she liked it. And the mommy and the daddy to be, they liked it. So that's all that counts. That's all that counts. You said if you was in my city, I would hire you to make my son Toy Story cake. Oh, I love making kitty cakes. I like kitty cakes because I said it before, but those are my favorite desserts to make, is the kitty cakes or the kitty cupcakes or any kind of, kitty dessert, because I can be really creative, and kids love colorful things. They love bright colors. They love, stuff like that. So yeah, I really like making desserts for kids because they like sweets, and they like it to be bright, and they like it to be cool looking, and especially if it's a little girl. With little girls, I go all out. Like all the hot colors, all the pastels. I really like decorating for kids. But as far as men are like the hardest to decorate for. Like, really, because men, they don't like all that frilly stuff. They don't like cakes that are too frilly. So with men, you have to make the cake look awesome, but you also have to tone down in certain areas. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want to look at their cake and be like, is this for me or is this for my bae? Let me flip this thing. Y'all hear this fish back here frying? Yeah. Yes, honey. And the hamburger cooking with all my seasonings and vegetables. Stirring up this hamburger meat. But yeah, guys are like the hardest to make cakes for because they have to look really nice but manly. But yeah, and I sure would. I would make a cake for you, silly mommy. I sure would. And sometimes when I see people on here on YouTube and I see it's their birthday, and being that I am a, cake decorator, I'll be like, dang, I wish I could make them a cake. I really do. Especially the people that I'm subscribed to that I really, really like, because I make cakes and desserts for friends and family. So it's something that I really like to do for my friends and my family. And, so like one of the people I subscribed to, Miss Gina, when she had her birthday, I was like, I wish she, I could have went and made a cake for her and everything, because it's just, I don't know. I just like making people desserts and giving them a treat. That's the thing. Just giving them a treat. So yeah, it's kind of fun. Just something I like. Everybody has their niche. Everybody has their creative niche. And you just got to find out what your creative niche is. Some people might bake. Some people might cook. Some people it might be doing nails. And, some people it might be, like, who is that on here? Billie Jean. Billie Jean, she's good at making commercials on her channel. She's good at making banners. She's good at making all type of different videos, and I mean, She's really, really good. Really good. Me, I'm not good in that area. So I told her, I said, I'm gonna hit you up. I ain't forgot, just in case she watching, I ain't forgot. I'm gonna give her some coins so she can make me some I need like I want a really, really, really cool banner. I have a banner now that I made. It's kind of basic though. So I really want a cool banner. I really want a cool intro. I don't know about an outro, but I don't really know about an outro because most times when I watch people videos, after they done talking about what they talking about, what they came on here to talk about, I usually back out. So I don't really watch the extras or whatever you call them. But yeah, I want a really cool intro because I know that, you know, for some people it helps them, you know, with their channel to have a really nice intro or whatnot. So yeah, that's what I want to do. But as far as what's going on in these streets, y'all, I had to take a sip on that because it's been going down. It's been going down in these streets, and if any of y'all been paying attention in this part of our sector, VS and the Mess Express has been having some kind of like issues with QI, critical thinking, or is it QI, critical thinker? I just say QI. I'll just say QI. But QI has left the Express, and I guess you can say she left VS, even though I think they were kind of done, you know, a while ago. They were kind of done with each other a while ago. But just watching that whole thing play it out on YouTube was very interesting, to say the least. If y'all want, y'all can chime in on it if you want. But it was very interesting, to say the least, because it's like, you know, we say all the time, you know, it's really hard to find some true friends on YouTube. And we seen, you know, in real life how Jay Wilson and also Tracy's relationship, or their separation of their relationship, is playing out on here as well. So far, they haven't really gone as well. Okay, as far as Jay Wilson, you know, Tracy claims that he's stalking her and he's driving around and taking pictures of the surrounding of her apartment, you know, complex, and trying to tell everybody that she lives in the slums, or her apartments are raggedy, or, you know, trying to say, I guess her apartments are in a bad area, a bad neighborhood. I don't know. Y'all know I done said plenty of times on here, I live in the hood. And if anybody else in Omaha is watching right now, I have a lot of people from here that subscribe to my channel. A lot of my friends know where I live, and I live in the hood. But it's a cool hood. It's a nice hood. Back in the day, it was full of violence, gang violence, shootings, all kind of stuff. You know, blood territory. Like, I mean, it was hot over here. This was the hot spot back in the day. You know, and it's toned down over the years, but it's still considered the hood. When you mention my block, or the block to the left, or the block to the south, or the north, they're like, yeah, you in the hood. You know how you like it over there? I'm like, I like it just fine. But, you know, me growing up, I've always lived in the hood. Always lived in the hood. From growing up with my parents, I mean, the first place I can remember at like 4, 5 years old was when we stayed in the projects. So I've always stayed in the hood. I've also stayed out of the hood at one point in time. I stayed in like a little bougie area. And I stayed there for a year and a half and moved right back to the hood. And not because of financial reasons or anything like that. It's, I enjoy living around my people, my friends, my family. And so I moved back to the hood, and I've been back here ever since. I might not have the biggest house. I might not have the best house, but it's clean. It's nice. It ain't falling apart. I don't have people walking up to my house asking to borrow sugar or a Kool-Aid packet or some oil, some cooking grease, no eggs. I don't have none of that going on. Everybody over here kind of keep to themselves, and a lot of people over here are homeowners. So, but it's still considered, part of the hood. So, but I'm like, if somebody does stay in the hood, so what? Like, so what? If you stay out in a bougie area, so what? Ain't none of us on here paying each other bills, so what? I don't get that part. But anyway, let me check my food. And then we'll continue. Okay, looks like the hamburger is done. So I'm going to drain my hamburger. I drained my hamburger. I'm way over here by the sink. I always put a bowl underneath and put some plastic grocery sacks in it inside the bowl. And then I let the grease drain in the bowl and put it inside the plastic, and then tie it up and throw it out. When it cools down, of course. So let me just take this hamburger out this grease, and I'll be back with you guys. Fish about done too. Okay. Let me get a strainer for this fish. Everybody has a grocery sack cabinet. I know. I used to think it was a black people thing till I went over to one of my Mexican friends' house a few years back, and I realized it is definitely not a black people thing to have a cabinet with a whole bunch of grocery sacks in it. Again, I always take like a bowl or a pot for my grease. Let me see if I can find it. I was looking at the chat. I always take a grocery sack and fill it up in a big bowl or pot or something before I put my strainer on it, so I can just dump the grease out and it doesn't mess up the dishes. I'm a big pet peeve when it comes to cooking grease. Like, I know some people, with their cooking grease, they pour grease down the sink. But I don't do that. I know some people do, but I don't do that. Not even after I cook the smallest thing that needs the smallest amount of grease. I don't ever pour it down the drain. I let it cool off. Then I bag it up, put it in the trash. I guess I got that from my mom. She used to go ham if she even thought somebody put cooking grease in her sink. She used to go ham But then some people do it all the time on a regular basis. They do it all the time. Pour grease down their sink. So, that's an individual thing, individual decision that people make. Alright, about to wash my hands, and I'll get back to you guys. Put this last fillet in there. Here I come. Okay, where we at? Hey, Cliff Leaf TV, how you doing? Hey, Eastwood Fee, how you doing? How's everybody doing this Sunday? I'm just up here making some catfish fillets and some spaghetti for the kids. And just talking about what's going on in these YouTube streets. I was just talking about Jay Wilson and Tracy. I was on Tracy's hold on, y'all. Oh shoot, I just remembered something. Oh my god. Ugh. Somebody just texted me saying, have I made it home yet? I forgot. I was supposed to, oh. Woo, I'm getting old, y'all. I'm getting old. I forgot somebody had asked to come over so I could help them with updating or revamping their resume, because they are about to start doing some job searching. And they just asked me, was I home? And I'm looking like, what do you mean am I home? Because I forgot. And so I scrolled up to read previous messages, and I'm like, oh, dang. So I had told them that I was going, this was like a week ago, I had told them when I got home from church around 1:30 that they could come over and I can help them, with their resume while I'm cooking. But being that I slept in today because I wasn't feeling well, I didn't get to cooking late, and I totally forgot that I was supposed to help them with a resume. So, if you're watching, dear friend, because I know you watch me sometime, if you're watching, I do apologize. I have forgot. But I promise you, this evening, when I get off of work, my dear friend, if you're watching, you can swing by my house and I will help you with your resume. If we have to stay up till midnight, I will help you with your resume. I promise. Oh, I feel so bad. Hold on, let me leave her a message. Hey, I totally forgot. I do apologize, but since I'm going to be going to work soon, if you want, as soon as I get off of work, you can come over. Period. Okay, let's see what she say. Hey, Johnny Mac, how you doing, Johnny Mac? I'm up here cooking some catfish and spaghetti. And you know what? Do some of y'all feel like catfish or fish, period, and spaghetti do not go together? Because I know in certain regions of the United States, and probably in the world, some people, and I done heard it, catfish and fish and spaghetti, what kind of combination is that? But from where I'm from, and from obviously where my mama and them from, which is Mississippi, Tennessee, Alabama, they cook catfish and spaghetti all the time. So I'm like, when I first heard somebody tell me catfish and spaghetti, what kind of combination is that? And I'm like, well, what do you cook with your catfish? And I guess it's because some people feel like spaghetti, especially if you put hamburger in it, is there you got your meat right there. You got your meat and your spaghetti if you put hamburger in it. So that's your meal right there. That's like your main dish. And then you throw, like, a lot of people eat spaghetti with salad on the side, with garlic bread, or with, something like that. Me, from where I'm from in the Midwest, with parents from the South, we always make spaghetti with our fish. Like, always. I wouldn't know what else to make with my catfish. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, oh yeah, you got the salads, and I was gonna make some corn on the cob too. I was like, I can throw some corn on the cob in there. Johnny Mackey said you do that in New York too. Okay, good. Cause I didn't heard people though. They give you that look like catfish and spaghetti. Yes, shoot, I make my spaghetti. I throw my veggies in there. I twerk on that spaghetti. I twerk on it and throw my hamburger in there, and then I make me some good old fish. Sometimes it's catfish, sometimes it's tilapia, sometimes it's I might do some salmon. Like, have y'all ever had fried salmon? If y'all ain't never had fried salmon, I don't know where y'all been. I made some fried salmon one day, and I swear, ooh wee. I like my baked salmon though. I like to put my little lemons in there, my lemon juice, and put some good old olive oil in there, and throw some garlic in there, and oh man, a slice of butter. Put a slice of butter on top of each piece of the salmons, and I can make some good old baked salmon. But fried salmon, oh my God. You said you love it, silly mommy. Some people ain't never had it before. They think the only thing you're supposed to do with salmon is put it in the oven or put it in the grill, outside on the grill. See, I be cooking all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, my parents is from the South. So, of course, like most people who have parents from the South, a lot of times when you grew up on Southern traditional foods. My mom wasn't the kind of person who just would always go way out the box and she wouldn't like prepare no shrimp fried rice or no chicken fried rice or, stuff like that. She normally did like Southern foods, or fried chicken, fried fish, pork chops. And trust me, my mama can throw down in the kitchen. Lord Jesus, that's where I get my bacon and my cooking from. I mean, she used to sell her food, her macaroni, her dressing, her greens. I mean, she used to sell, people used to buy it by the pan. Rest in peace, mama. Thank you for your gifts. But, yeah. She, cakes and pies and all that kind of stuff. Ooh, Jesus. You said, what about salmon and tuna? I love salmon and tuna salad. I really do. I like salmon and tuna salad. I like chicken salad. Oh, I make a good chicken salad too. Woo! I make this chicken salad so good. Like, and you can eat it with crackers, or you can put it on bread, or, whatever you want. But, But yeah, my mom, she was like just a Southern girl, Southern, and that's how she got my father and my stepfather. But yeah, rest in peace again. Thank you, Ma, for your gifts. Let me turn over this catfish. ready and put the water on for the spaghetti. Okay, I'm putting the water on the pot, on the stove for the spaghetti. Okay, I'm back. He said I miss my mom cooking. She does not cook that much now. So when she do, every time, man, I miss my mom's cooking. You know, me and my cousins and my sisters and bros, we always, tease when we get to reminiscing about the old days and how, like, a lot of people up here be like, not up here, but period. A lot of people, like my age, in 30s and 40s, when their parents pass on, a lot of people always like, family ain't the same. We don't do things like we used to. I hear that a lot. I see people post that a lot on Facebook, Instagram. I don't know how many posts I see of people, family ain't the same. I remember this. I remember when we did this. Go to grandma's house. Whoop, 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 whoop. And to that I say, especially for y'all who have parents who are in heaven, to that I say, that's where you come into play. Like, I was just talking to somebody at the grocery store earlier when I was getting my catfish. And he was saying how his mother passed. It's some guy I used to date years ago. Like, oh my God, we dated so long ago. This years ago. And he was telling me how his mom passed about a couple of years ago. And I was telling him how my mom passed about 4 years ago. And I was telling him how, like, besides down south, where, like, probably 75% of my family still lives in Mississippi and Tennessee, I was like, up here, I'm like one of the matriarchs up here. Now, down south, I still have great aunts. So, we still have some matriarchs, the official ones down south. But up here, I'm like, it's all about what you are trying to do or what you want to accomplish with your own family. Everybody can say, oh, I miss mom. I miss how she used to do that, the cooking and the get-togethers and the holidays. But you can either let it, be like that and everybody do their own thing, or you can try to make it like it used to be. And so that's what me and some of my cousins do. We basically, like, as far as the matriarchs here, just here in our city, in Omaha, it's about, I'm going to say 5 of us, the older ones, the ones who are older than the younger ones, as far as the women goes. It's about 5 or 6 of us. And so what we do is, like, all through the year, I have get-togethers all the time. Like, barbecues all the time. When we have birthday parties, we have them birthday parties that turn up to be grown folk parties. And when holidays come, we make sure we hit up every single person. Whether you got something, whether you don't got something, feel free to come and bring your children or whatever, your mates, and kick it with us for the holidays. We have small reunions, like once a year. Everybody meet us at this park. You have to step up to where the matriarchs and the patriarchs, who are no longer here, used to do. And then we'd be like, okay, they might hit me up and be like, Tanya, okay, you're the only one who can make dressing like your mama used to make. You make the dressing. I'll hit up my cousin. You make greens like Aunt Lily Bell. We'll hit up people who make like the best foods from our patriarchs or matriarchs that have passed on, and we assign everybody, and then other stuff, people, okay, just bring this, bring some chicken, bring some this, bring some that, bring some that. Every time we have a get-together, we make it like a potluck. So it ain't like, okay, I do Labor Day, and I will be live on Labor Day, because when I do Labor Day at my house, When I say it's turned all the way up, it's turned all the way up. Okay? Okay. So I have the Labor Day in the family. And I tell everybody, bring your chairs, bring your tents if you got any. You know, bring a side, bring a dish, bring some charcoal, bring some plate. You know, we try to make every gathering with our family a potluck. Because I don't believe in that everybody go to somebody's house and eat. And then you go home. No, 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 no. The person who lives in the house makes like the main dishes. Like me, I'll make my mom's dressing. I'll make like some baked beans. I'll make like, you know, all the meat. And of course, you know, since I'm a custom cake decorator, y'all see how I throw down live when I go live, you know, decorating cakes. So of course I'll make the desserts. But other than that, everybody else brings whatever. You know, I don't care what it is. And that's how our family do. But you have to take the mantle. Just like Johnny Mac said, you have to take charge. Because there's certain traditions that you don't want to lose. And you don't want your children, when they have children and you gone, they like, dang, what do we do? Like, for example, I'm a custom cake decorator. And I also can cook. I can throw down in desserts and regular food. I have a lot of recipes. A lot of recipes. I have them on my computer. I have some printed off. And I told my sons, because I don't have girls, I told my sons, although y'all was like in sports and all that, and I was a sports mom, and y'all really never put y'all foot in the kitchen like that. When I pass on, you make sure you marry somebody who can cook or who has the desire to cook. And I will leave you all my recipes. And even if you have to be on your own, you should still know how to cook. So I'm going to leave you all my recipes. Maybe you want to cook for your woman. You know, maybe you want to tell your woman, hey, my mama used to make this banging dressing like my great-grandma, my great-great-grandma. Could you try it? Here's the recipe. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the fish out. Okay, I got one more fillet to put in the pan. And the water is still getting hot. It's not boiling yet. As soon as the water starts boiling, I'll put the spaghetti in there. Wash my hands. You said your hubby loves to cook as well? Yep, everyone always want me to cook for the holidays. I'm teaching my kids how to cook and bake. Yeah. And I try to teach my kids how to cook and bake. Like, my kids, when they were in high school, they both graduated. One is 22. The other one is 18. Y'all know he just graduated from high school. And he's on his way to college. He got full ride scholarship through the Buffett Foundation. That rich man, that rich white man, that super, super rich white man. Yes, he got one of them scholarships. And, you know, he been getting scholarships from church. And he just got a scholarship from Club Chat. Some of y'all can hate on Club Chat all y'all want to. But I love me some Club Chat. And I love me some Sean Bradley. And he gave all the parents in Club Chat who have kids who are freshmen going into college $200 each. $200. He cashed out each of the 12 children. No, was it 10 or 12? 10 or 12. But he cashed out each one of them $200. My son took his $200. He was so shocked and surprised and so grateful to Sean. He was like, Mom, I can't believe that YouTuber, he did that. And he took that $200, and I said, go get you what you need for school. Whatever you ain't got, go get you what you need. So we gonna go shopping and get him new book bags and everything he need, all his supplies and stuff like that. And I was like, thank you, Club Chat. Looking out. Hey, everybody don't do stuff like that. Everybody don't do stuff like that. And I've been following Sean for a long time, so it ain't like I just popped up in there yesterday and was like, can my child get $200? I've been watching him for a while. And actually, for y'all who don't know, I will be at Vegas 2020 next year. I was just online looking up some tickets. Me and my friend, looking online for some tickets, because I will be catering next year for Vegas Gate 2020, and I will be doing the desserts. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I am so excited. I've never been to Vegas Gate. I've never been to Vegas. And when Sean hit me up and said, I see how you throw down, he be watching my cake videos, and, my Tanya's Delight Slice by Slice Facebook page. Everybody, who follow me over there, see all my cake art and everything. And he was like, I would like for you to come to Vegas and make the cakes. I was like, what? Shut up. For real? I'm like, for real? So, that made me feel good that, I'm well known in these parts. And in the outskirts of my city and everything. People hit me up for miles. And people drive hours. I done had people drive hours to get a cake from me. So I'm well known in these parts. But when Sean hit me up, I was like floored. Like Sean Bradley, SB, as some of y'all call him. King Sean, as some of y'all call him. I was floored. I was like, what? Well, I'll be honored. I'll be honored to make the cakes. Yes, I would. So yeah, I'm gonna get down there, and he was like, of course I can't travel with much, it ain't like I can bring all my supplies. He was like, just come, and they'll put everything in the works. So I'm gonna come. I'm gonna bring a few stuff like my favorite supplies, or tools and stuff like that. The main stuff I use all the time to decorate. I'm gonna bring some of that. But other than that, I'm gonna be up in there. Thank y'all. Let me get this last piece of fish. Well, the last piece of fish. Let me turn this grease down because there's only one more piece of fish in here. But yes, and a lot of people who know about me being a cake decorator, they didn't hit me up already, because I can't make everybody's live. I try my hardest to make everybody's live, or at least rewatch people's lives if I miss them, especially the main people who support me. I make sure I support them. And if I miss their live, I'll rewatch the live. But sometimes when I do miss the live, people hit me up and be like, such and such was talking about your cakes. Are you the cake lady? They'll just come in my live and be like, are you the cake lady? Are you the one that does live cake decorating? And I'll be like, yeah, that's me. One thing I learned about being on YouTube is that you are known for your work on YouTube, whether it's good or bad. If you are somebody on YouTube that's always stirring up trouble and mess, you're going to be known. If you are somebody on YouTube that's always a peacemaker and giving out advice to people and, stuff like that, you're going to be known. So we are all known for our works, and one thing I try to be since I started YouTube I always try to be since I started YouTube. I always want to be known for my works, but good works. I don't want to be known for, that's the girl, that's the one that did this, that, and the third. Yeah, that's her. And you know, I don't want to be known for any negativity on my channel. We might sometimes talk about or put our opinion on something that's going on in the YouTube streets or whatnot. But mainly I try to keep my channel to cake decorating, doing reviews, doing interviews, you know, stuff like that. Thank you, Johnny Mac. Yes, silly mommy, I love watching Sean. Thank you. You said you're going global, young lady. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I can't wait. I really can't wait. And I know it's some really great people in Club Chat. It's a really lot of great people in a lot of YouTube channels that I watch. A lot. And I know a lot of people who watch me have some really awesome channels. So I always say when I go live, make sure you connect with people in the live. If you are not already subscribed to somebody, make sure you subscribe to them and hit their channel up, because almost every single person who subscribes to me has a channel. I mean, there's a small percentage of people who subscribe to me that don't have a channel, but most people who subscribe to me have a channel. So that's why I say hit everybody up, connect with everybody, let them know you saw them over here. You know, hey, I seen you in the Cake Ladies live. I seen you in Tanya's Primetime live, you know. But, yeah, because it's all about support for me. And y'all hear me talk about it all the time. Support, support, support. Y'all hear me talk about it all the time. Because that's what it takes to make it in these YouTube streets. Is to support each other, watch other people's videos, leave comments, like the videos. Because the likes, let me say it again, the likes, the thumbs up, it was help us with analytics. That's what helped YouTube say, okay, I'm going to put this video of hers out here in the recommendations because of the people watching and also the likes. Because you can have a lot of people watching you, but if you don't have a lot of likes on it, compared to maybe the unlikes or the dislikes, you know, it's kind of hard for YouTube to put your channel out there to recommend it to other people. And I seen that happen. Like, I done seen where I done had like so many likes, and then next thing I know, people is hitting up a video talking about, new here, I don't know how, but I got your recommendation. I'm glad YouTube recommended you to me. You know, so, you know, we see it happen on these YouTube streets. So, again, you know, make sure y'all be liking people's videos. That means thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up as soon as you come in alive. You know, when you come into, especially if it's somebody you like, somebody you support, somebody that supports you, don't forget to hit the like button. Because it really helps. It really makes a difference, you know, on somebody's channel as far as, you know, analytics goes, per se. But as far as, I was talking a little about Tracy and Brother Jay Wilson earlier, and you know, I'm like probably one of the biggest people on here that I try to be neutral, even if it's like somebody I really don't even follow. You know, I try to look from both sides of, you know, both sides of the story or what's going on or whatnot. But again, I had made a video the other day asking Jay Wilson, please make a video saying you are not stalking Tracy, because you don't want to be known as the stalking pastor on YouTube. You out here taking these pictures around her building. I'm like, I don't care if Tracy stay in the projects. I lived in the projects before multiple times. I lived in the hood 99% of my life. I'm still in the hood. I have a nice cute little house, 3-bedroom, finished basement, front yard, backyard, garage, Nothing extravagant, nothing to write home to mama about, but it's my little nice house. And, I don't care where Tracy lives. I don't care if Tracy lives in a trailer, the project, a fancy apartment, a house, things like that shouldn't matter to us. Things outside of YouTube and people's personal life shouldn't matter to us. I mean, as long as they're not doing nothing despicable, as long as they're not committing any crimes, as long as they're not abusing anybody, stuff like that, it shouldn't matter. Now, on to VS and QI. Now, let me throw this scatty. Let me put this scatty in this water. Actually, I'm gonna stir it. Let me stir it up. I already got it in here with the salt and everything. I'm gonna stir it up so it don't start sticking. By the time I get done cooking, it's gonna be time for me to go to work, and I'm gonna take me a place to work. But as far as QI and VS, I don't even know what to say. I was watching VS the other day. I can't remember if it was last night, yesterday, before work, after work. I can't remember. But she was telling some really private stuff about QI. Things that happened when they were up in on their vacation, gaycation, whatever they calling it. Some really personal stuff. Really personal, private stuff that would probably embarrass the most common people, It's hard to find people on these YouTube streets who are good, like naturally good, inside and out. Naturally nice, not trying to get over on people, not trying to be somebody who they're not. It's hard to find somebody who's 100, who's a buck on YouTube day in and day out. It's really hard to find that. I can't find that from her. A lot of times we watch her because we want to see what's going on, or we want to know what's going on about what everybody's talking about, or the fact that you need to know what this person is doing and causing in our sector. But to hear her shut down QI's channel, now for one, like I say, I try to be neutral. So for one, me personally, ain't nobody gonna have my password to my YouTube, my Facebook, my Twitter, my IG, my cell phone, my ADT, my bank account information, I can go on and on and on and on. Security is key. Security is key in our world. Security is key. Now, QI said she was on VS computer, her laptop or whatever, when she was going live, when they was on their vacation, gaycation, whatever. And she didn't log out, and VS was able to manage to go in there and close her channel. QI had literally just made it to 1,000 subscribers. So, she was on her road to the 4K watch hours, to get monetized and woo. But after she left the Messy Express, and I guess VS also, and I guess didn't do things that VS liked, she closed down she went into her channel. Now, this has to been something that was already thought about. Because, for one, have somebody ever got on your computer And they might have wanted to look at they, regardless if it's their bank account, their Facebook. I done had people do that before. Like my nephews, my friends, my nieces will come over. Auntie, can I use your computer? And they might forget to log out. What is your natural next step when you realize somebody forgot to log out on your computer? Is it to go through all their information, to scroll through their posts, to look through their inbox, to check their bank account information? I mean, for a person who um is not bad spirited, you would just exit out. You would just close it out, right? 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 How you still logged into somebody's account months later? Y'all, make it make sense. Okay, all the fish is done. Take the grease off the eye. And I'm going to drain the spaghetti noodles. I'll be back, y'all. I'm draining the spaghetti noodles. Okay. Run some cold water on these bad boys. Okay. Get a little butter. The fridge. Okay, what do I do with my sack? Okay, let's see. 1 second, y'all. My other son just pulled up. I wonder how long he been outside. I'm coming, y'all. I'm putting the spaghetti together. Okay, I'm back. And the food is done. The food is done. The sketty is done. The catfish is done. Now, if the kids want to make them some garlic bread, they can put some garlic bread in the oven. They can at least do that by themselves. Because I'm going to be going to work soon. Hey, you logged them out. Exactly, Johnny Mac. Hey, we got stuff. Exactly, you would log them out. So that's why I'm thinking, like, either VS was stalking her accounts, that way, or she was just waiting for that moment to close out her YouTube, at the right moment. Like in this moment where they fell out, they got into it. And she was on her account talking about whatever she wanted to talk about. And I thought that was like so messed up. But yeah, I thought that was so messed up. Like, how you go and shut somebody's YouTube account down just because y'all fell out? It's not right. It's not right. And then how they came down on on QI, because she was on her YouTube channel talking about a matter that was personal to her sick grandma or her family or whatever was going on with her. And they were like, oh, well, you just got off a line with us and you were leaving the Mess Express or were having issue with us. And so when you went live, people just automatically assumed that you was probably talking about us and talking about... I'm like, for real? See, I can't remember who said it. I cannot remember who said it. These panels are cool. These panels are good. But I don't think panels who have the same people reoccurring on them all the time are good. I think panels that have like rotating guests are better. Like if I was to have a panel and let's say who in the chat? Let's say I want to have Johnny Mac on there, Silly Mommy, and we got to, 1 week. And we discuss whatever topic that comes up, whatever the people in the chat want to talk about, we discuss it. Then maybe the next week, we be like, okay, Johnny, why don't you have a panel? So Johnny might have 3 other people on his panel the next week, and people come on and they talk about it and woo whatever, and then you move along. Somebody else might want to have a panel, and they, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes having a panel with consistent guests on there, sometimes that can cause issues, especially when it comes to the money. Especially when it comes to the money, because one of those people on that panel has to be in charge of the pocketbook. The way YouTube and AdSense is set up, only one person can be responsible for that pocketbook. I mean, y'all all can maybe have the passwords and the username for the channel, but one person has to be responsible for that pocketbook. So, and then like VS said the other day, I can get me another channel. I can do me another panel. I'm looking for some white people anyway. I'm looking for some white people to go on my panel. I'm looking for... Like, she can discard any of them whenever she wants because she's the one in charge of the pocketbook. And then on top of that, when they fall out, like, you just can't go to your channel and talk about whatever the heck you want to talk about. It's like that control thing that's still going over there. It's like that control thing. I'm not trying to have nobody control what I can talk about on my channel or what I'm not going to talk about or what I'm going to do on my channel or not. It's your channel. It's your channel. You are the creator of your channel. So that's just how I feel about that. I kind of feel sorry for QI, but then I kind of don't feel sorry for QI. Like, a lot of people are on the QI train right now. I support you. Power to QI. I support you. VS did you wrong. I get that VS might have done her wrong, but for QI to sit up there and say... I just never saw the bad stuff that everybody else could see. I only saw the good stuff in VS. I only saw, when we talked on the phone, it was all good stuff from VS. It was all lovey-dovey, and it was all this, that, and the third. How you in TSCC for all that amount of time, and you ain't never saw her do anything wrong, or talk to anybody sideways, or cuss somebody out and put them out their chat, or stalking people, or doxing people. You ain't never seen that, but you been in TSCC for how long? So see, that's where I have to be like, okay, you is a 50-something-year-old woman, and most people beyond 40, beyond 50, they done seen a lot of things throughout their lifetime. A lot of things throughout their lifetime. I'm not in my 50s yet. I'm in my 40s. I'm not in my 50s yet. But I done seen a lot of things. I'm from the hood. I'm from the streets. I ran the streets with the good people and the bad people. I done things in my lifetime that I'm not proud of. I done things in my lifetime that I got in trouble for. And I done a lot of good things in my lifetime as well. And I done raised 2 grown men by myself. 2 grown, productive, young men by myself. You know, I had help from their fathers, you know what I mean? But for the most part, I'm a single parent. Not saying that their fathers was deadbeat. I'm not saying that. They pay their child support. They spend their quality time with their sons. They come pick them up and all that. You know, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, as far as a single parent goes, a lot of people think mothers cannot raise young boys to be men. And I have to disagree with that. I might not can teach them how to think like a man. I can't teach them how to think like a man. But I done raised some great young men to be productive young men. Some great young boys to be productive young men in this world. And they are doing well. College, jobs, all that kind of stuff. They about their coins just like their mama, and they living their best life just like their mama. But as far as what I've been through and what I've seen at this age and point in time, there's no way that I would get into a relationship with somebody who disrespects me, who treats me badly in front of everybody, not just at home. Not just in front of your children or in front of your friends or in front of your family or your coworkers, but on live YouTube, talking down to you. Like the other day when QI was like, you know, this is a bit much, this whole video, you know, I need a break, I need some time, I need to sleep on this, I will talk to you tomorrow. And VS kept saying, no, I'm going to call you tonight. And she was saying, please, VS, please, VS, please don't call me tonight. Please wait till tomorrow. Please give me a minute. Please let me just take in all this. Please, VS. And she up there, no, I'm calling you tonight. I said I'm calling you tonight. I'm calling you tonight. Please, VS, not tonight. Please, can we wait till... No, as soon as we get off this live, I'm calling you tonight. And you 50 years old, and this girl is in her 30s, and she talking to you like you her child on live. That's like me telling my sons, and my oldest 22-year-old just walked through here. That's like me telling my sons, wash them dishes tonight. No, Mom, I'm going to wash them tomorrow. And I say, no, you're going to wash them tonight. And he says, Mom, please, can I wash them tomorrow? You know, in certain situations, if we had a very long day, if they done worked a whole bunch of hours, if we all been out and everybody been working, you know, because in our family, how it usually goes is the person who doesn't work on a particular day might do a specific chore, and the person who had to work during the day might do a lighter chore. You know what I mean? Because when you come home from an all-day work, and I don't care if they're children or grown-ups, if you come home from working 12, 13 hours a day, when you come home, you just really want to relax. So, you know, I'm kind of fair to my children. I'm like, okay, well, since you worked all day, you just do this. You just sweep the floor. You just do this. For you, you go and take out the trash and wash the dishes. So, you know, I'm a fair parent when it comes to chores. especially when we all work. You know what I'm saying? I might do the cooking and stuff like that, but you know, one might do the laundry, one might wash dishes, one might take out the trash, one might clean the bathroom. You know, we take turns on stuff like that around here to keep it fair. But she was like, I would tell my son, okay, son, okay, you worked all day. We all just got in. You know, let the dishes wait till tomorrow. I'm generally a person who, I don't like dishes in my sink at night. Not a spoon, not a fork, nothing. But there's very rare times that you just might be, your son or somebody might be like, no, please, mama, can I wash them in the morning? I'm so tired. And I might say, but just throw them in the dishwasher or just wait till tomorrow. In this case with VS and QI, she was talking to her like a child. No, we gonna talk tonight. Like, we gonna have this conversation tonight. I thought that was so disrespectful among other things that I saw. But for QI not to stick up for herself, if somebody's gonna disrespect you on live, then I'm clapping back. I'm gonna clap back. No, I told you I will not speak to you tonight. We gonna wait until tomorrow. Now you can wait until tomorrow. You cannot call me back at all. Matter of fact, lose my number. I'm out. Deuces. And that's why I say I kind of feel for QI, but then I kind of don't, because I heard Maturish say this before. I think it was Maturish. If I'm wrong, correct me. But I think I heard Maturish or somebody say, at some type of point in your life, when you get a certain age, you know how people should treat you, and you should know how you want to be treated. And you should, if you take an abuse at 40, 50, 60 years old plus, then something wrong with you up here. Something wrong with you up here. I don't know who raised you or where you got, where you got your relationship guidance from, but you ain't gonna disrespect me or abuse me at 20, let alone 50 or 40 or 30. So for her to be like, she was just sitting there, you could just see in her face the frustration, the embarrassment, because VS was like, I'm calling you tonight. No, I'm not waiting more. We gonna talk as soon as this live over. And all QI wanted was just a night of just not dealing with that stuff. I don't know if VS really called her after the live. I don't know if she was just putting on a front for the show, trying to show her power, because VS loves to show her power. She loves to show her power on her lives and her control over people in her chat or in TSCC. So it could have been just a front, and she could have not called her. But either way, I wouldn't have just sat there and be like, looking all sullen, like, you was 50 years old. Man, let me tell you some of the stuff that my grandma used to do when she was 50 years old. When I tell you, I learned not to take abuse from my grandma. My grandma wasn't no punk. If a dude was to raise their hands up to my grandma, he might lose not one finger, but all of them, his whole arm. My grandma taught me the concoction of putting some hot grits on somebody, and not just hot grits, but adding a little honey to it, adding a little syrup to it, adding some hot peppers to that stuff. So when they do get tossed on them, that stuff ain't coming off easy, and it's gonna burn. Not just burn hot, but burn from the pepper. My grandma taught me a lot of stuff when she was alive. And one thing she taught us very well, all us girls, is never to take no abuse from no man. And I don't care if you is gay. Never take no abuse from no woman. So again, I feel for her, kinda. But then in the end, I'm like, your age alone should let you know and give you the common sense that this young thing is not going to disrespect me that way. She is not going to talk about me that way, especially on live TV. You cannot be that thirsty for a relationship or that thirsty for love or belonging to let somebody disrespect you in the dark or disrespect you in the light. And that's my message for QI. I know people doing interviews with her and all that kind of stuff, trying to find out, well, how did you feel about this? And how did you feel? And what did you feel when she did this? And what did you think when she disrespected you? My only thing is, who did you get your guidance from when it comes to relationships? Because I'm sorry, maybe you need to see a Iyanla. I don't know. My only thing is to QI, and to make it so bad is QI outside of VS and M. I think QI has some good commentary. So if she ever does get another channel, I might subscribe to QI's channel because I heard she has some good commentary. You know, speaking about life and speaking about illnesses and speaking about family and speaking about, you know, just different things like that. And that's what a lot of people like about that side of VI. I mean, VI, a lot of people don't like the fact that she's with VS and she's being, you know, abused mentally, verbally, you know, not physically, as far as I know, but, you know, that she's been abused. But the other parts of QI, if she does get her channel, you know, back up and running, I will help and be one of her subscribers and, you know, see for myself what she's talking about and, you know, stuff like that. But, you know, I'm just saying, at some point in your life, you got to be, just like at some point in your life, you should know how to manage your finances. You should know how to fill out a application. You should know right from wrong. You should know manners. I mean, at a certain point in your life and your age, you should know when you are being mistreated and abused. And you should know that's not what's up. That's not what's up. And we too old and life is too short. A lot of people our age, 40s and 50s, their longevity is maybe 5-10 more years. And that's just being honest. That's just being honest. A lot of people nowadays only live to 50, 60, 65. It's not like in the olden days where our grandparents and great-grandparents lived to be 90 and 100, 105. You know, life is too short for you to be miserable, and I refuse to be miserable for anybody. If I'm miserable, it's because of me. It's all because of me. It's if I'm miserable. Like, the other day, when I was live, when I was out delivering those cake orders for the baby shower, and before we left the house, because I needed my youngest son, my 18-year-old, to help me. Because it was cakes, cupcakes, and the cake that I made was 12 inches round. It was 2 tiers, and it was heavy. So I had told him, I said, son, you're stronger than me. Why don't you carry that cake and take it out to the car? And when we get to the event, you bring it inside. And he was like, okay, cool, Ma. I got this. And then, like, that quick, I was like, you know what? Never mind. I'll carry it myself. He said, but Mom, I'm stronger than you. I can carry the cake. And I'm like, nope, because let's say you fall. Let's say you slip. Let's say you trip. Or you bump something and you drop that cake. I worked on that cake all night. Not just because of that, but regardless how long I worked on that cake, I don't want whoever I'm taking it to be disappointed if it does not reach there safe and sound. So I said, I would rather, instead of you having an accident, not that I don't trust you, son. I told them this exactly. Not that I don't trust you, but if an accident happened, I don't want to have to go off on you, and I don't want them to have to go off on me and go off on you. If something happened and I tripped or dropped the cake or something, I can be mad at myself. But so I ended up carrying that big cake by myself, and he ended up carrying the other desserts. But like I said, at some point you just have to know what you can and what you can't accept, what you should and should not be doing, and how you want to be treated by people. If you in your 50s and 60s years old and people is disrespecting you, cussing you out, and talking bad about you, and you still want to be in a relation with them, then something is wrong, and you need to sit down and you need to separate yourself from them, and you need to figure out what is wrong with me that I am accepting this in my life. And that's all I have to say on that QI stuff. I really wish her the best. I really hope that she get her channel back up and running, and she get her subscribers and her watch hours and all that, because again, I have heard from other people that she has some good commentary. So, you know, I'm looking forward to watching her commentary and see what she has to offer on these YouTube streets. But I don't know if y'all want to subscribe to her or not, but you know, if she gets another channel. And also she was live with who was it? Oh my god, Fi Babe. She was live on Fi Babe last night. So if y'all want to hear what she had to say to Fi Babe about her and VS and them falling out and whoop whoop whoop, go to Fi Babe. You know, she did a live interview with her last night. I watched most of it till I fell asleep. I'll probably watch the rest while I'm at work when I go to work, which I'm on my way to now. So right now I'm going to get my plate, make my plate for work, because I don't have time to eat it here, obviously, because I just finished cooking. But I'm going to get me some catfish, and I'm going to get me some scatty, and I'm going to wrap it up and take it to work, you guys. And as far as tonight, I don't think I'll be live tonight. I think I'm just going to relax and chill out. And plus, besides that, I told my friend that they can come over tonight so I can help them with their resume. So tonight I won't be live. I'll probably just be watching whoever goes live tonight, you know, supporting other people's channels tonight. So if you go live,